few already in, so I'll just start with just the introduction to the lesson first. Question, do you have any question, anything you want to clarify first before I start on to the introduction? You have read yesterday, you have done the practice. Any question that I need to focus on? Anyone? No question? Shakirin? Can't hear you actually. Okay, so anyone wants to say anything? Any question? No? You're clear, right? Yes? Question?
How
Okay.
do you know if the essay is about opinion based or argumentative?
Uh-huh.
How do we know? How do we identify?
Okay, good question. So now if you want to know whether it is an argumentative or it is an opinion based, this is how you identify. First, you look at the question at the end of the statement. Every essay question has a statement at the end. Do you agree? Okay, when the question state, do you agree? It means that it is an argumentative essay, which means you need to state your stand. Whenever a question says, do you agree? You must say either you agree or disagree. Okay, so if the question at the end of the statement says discuss, that's a discursive essay, which means you need to discuss overall, holistically, everything, good, bad, and everything. Okay, that is discursive. If it's an opinion based, you would always see question at the end of the statement saying, what is your opinion? So if the question require you to state your opinion, similar to discursive, you can state every angle, good, bad, advantage, disadvantage, and whatnot. Is that clear?
So that means discursive and opinion based is about the same thing, lah.
It's almost similar. Yes. The only difference is argumentative, where you need to state your stand.
Oh, okay, I see. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to share my screen with all of you to show. Okay, can you see now? Can you see what extended writing the infographic?
No.
Okay, wait. Now?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look at this infographic, you have, wait, let me just, okay, so you have the format here. This is what I meant just now. The question would ask, what is your opinion? This is opinion based. How far do you agree? Do you agree this is argumentative? Views is also opinion. Discuss is discursive. Okay, so basically MUET writing 2 requires to for you to actually either discuss the problem, justify, and whatnot. So this is the format or the structure. So basically, if you look at all the different type of essay, all has this structure: introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. So for the introduction, we will focus on the introduction first. So here, this state your opinion, make your stand. This comes under your thesis statement. So now, I'm going to actually show you. Okay, this one. So now, all of you are very confused. I mean, not everyone, but most of you are confused of this structure, the hook, the connecting idea, and the thesis statement, right? So, my question, what do you think is the hook? Anyone?
A sentence that want to attract readers.
Okay, a sentence that attracts the reader. Okay, you basically know what hook mean. Now, besides in this notes, where else have you heard of the word hook?
Fishing.
Fishing. Okay, good. Why do you use a hook to fish?
To catch fish.
To catch fish. So on your hook, you need to have a bait.
Bait.
Okay, yes. Your bait need to be a good bait for you to catch the fish, correct? So
Yes.
use the same concept into your writing. When you have a good hook, you would want your reader would want to read your essay. Okay, that's one analogy that I could make to give you an idea of what is actually a hook. So if a fisher, if a person who goes fishing gets a good bait, that person would definitely get a fish, right? If the bait is good. Similarly, when you write an essay, if you have a good hook, a hook that catches, it's the right hook, relevant to the question, it catches your reader's attention, your reader would want to know, what is this essay about? I want to read more, I want to know more. So you have captured your reader attention. So now they would actually want to read the whole of your essay. Okay, so that's a hook. Another example I could give you is, how many of you love online shopping? I bet every one of you now like online shopping at this current situation, right? What made you to actually click that one particular thing that you want to buy, or one particular product?
The advertisement.
The advertisement, yes, the advertisement. So if you look at the advertisement, for example, McDonald's. If McDonald's gave a good advertisement with all this juicy stick and whatnot, so you just want to go try it, correct? That is also one way of this company hooking you to get their product. That's another analogy of hook. Okay. Now, another analogy I would like to give you a better understanding is, okay, all of you have crushes, right? You have crush. You see someone, you like someone, but what made you to like that person? Anyone?
Appearance.
Personality.
Appearance. What else? Someone else want to say something?
Personality.
Personality. Okay, so you look at that person. When you have crush, you haven't talked to that person. You haven't do anything. You just look at that person and you just get attracted to that person, right? You get hooked on that person. You just want to go and talk. You just want to approach that person. That is also a hook. So basically, my point here is that when you write your essay, you must have a good hook that could attract your reader. The moment that your reader read your first sentence, your reader have already want to read more, likes your essay and want to know more. It gives them curiosity. Okay. Now, do you get the idea of what is a hook? Everyone clear?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay, now we move on. Now you have the hook. Okay. We move on to the connecting idea. Okay, all of you are familiar with this. Now I gave you an example of shopping online, right? Okay, now connecting idea is basically when you go shopping online, you like that product, you look at the advertisement, you like it. What is your next action? What will you do next?
Look on the details.
Look on the details. You just want to find out more about what is this. I just want to know, is it good enough for me to actually buy this, correct? So basically, when you go online shopping, you click on it to find out more about, is this worth my money, correct? So that is connecting idea. Okay, when it comes to something that's very relevant to you, okay, crushes, you guys have crushes. Just now you say you like the person because of the personality, because of the appearance. Now connecting idea is when you actually, okay, now I'm curious to know, who is this person actually? What is the real personality? What would you normally do? Would you straight away go approach that person?
Background check.
Background check, yes. What do you do? How do you do background check?
Facebook, Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, you go read about that person, you go find out about that person and whatnot. So so that is what connecting idea is all about. When it comes to your essay, your hook already hook your reader to that. They want to know more. What do you mean by this quote? What do you mean by this short narrative? So you give further information about your hook by providing the connecting idea. So which means from the hook, you explain the hook and then lead your reader to the main idea of what are you going to talk about in this essay. So basically it is a connecting idea or connecting information. It connects between the hook to the thesis statement. Clear? So basically for connecting idea, use either 3 to 5 sentences to basically provide background information or example. It provides a transition from the hook to the thesis statement. That is your connecting idea. Are you clear now? Any
Yes.
questions? So far clear? Any questions? Any doubt?
Madam,
Yes.
you say the hook is to attract the reader's attention, right?
Yes.
Hook, yeah.
Yes.
So, so let's say the hook can catch the attention, and what should we do to make the reader keep reading it? Like, should we have to do anything on the connecting ideas or thesis statement to
Okay.
keep the reader?
Okay, good question.
reader.
Good question. I think you didn't get what I'm trying to say. Okay, now you say this is a good question. This is a good point. You say that you have attracted your reader to read. Now, how do we maintain your reader? That is where your connecting sentence comes in. That provides a transition between the hook to the thesis. You need to tell to your readers, what do I mean by having this one statement? The topic is, for example, healthy lifestyle. Okay, you have health is wealth, for example. Why do I have health is wealth as a quote in my beginning of my sentence? Okay, your reader will be curious to know, or probably you provide a narrative about how your own story, your personal story about how not being healthy or not living a healthy lifestyle caused one of a family member sickness or whatnot. So you have a narrative. Your reader would ask, what is the point of this? And they are interested to read, but why? So that is where you need to explain it in your connecting ideas. Then at the end of the sentence, let's say you use 5 sentences. So the first 3 would explain the hook, the last 2 will lead it to your thesis. Get me? Clear?
Yeah, clear, madam.
Yeah.
Clear? And if you are unclear, ask me questions. I will explain. Everyone really clear? Perfect.
Good.
Okay. Now,
Yep.
um, now you have maintained your reader's attention to the connecting idea, to your essay with the connecting idea. Now your reader would ask the question, what's the point of all of this? That is where your connecting idea will lead to your thesis statement. You cannot have too much of connecting idea because you will lose your reader's attention. So just have 3 to 5 sentences, lead them to your thesis. Okay, this thesis is basically, it's like a map. It gives you the overall idea of your essay. What is your essay is going to talk about? It frames your essay, number one. Number two, it acts like a map. Okay, so, and it is very specific and on the point. For example, let's say you have explained your connecting idea. Your thesis statement would state, okay, therefore, I agree to the statement that we should lead a healthy lifestyle because state your 3 points. You must state your 3 points in your thesis statement. Why do I ask you to do that? Because if you don't, you cannot state, you just say, therefore, we need to live a healthy living. You can stop there. But what would happen if you do that is when you enter your top body paragraph, most of you or most students, what will happen is they go out of topic because you don't frame your thesis. If you state clearly in your thesis that this is the 3 points that I'm going to talk about, 2 things happen. You know what you're going to write about. Number 2, your reader know what is the essay is going to talk about. Okay, clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
so basically, this is the hook, the connecting idea, and the thesis statement. Any questions? Any question?
Miss,
Yes.
I mean, is the thesis statement, it's like a small conclusion for the intro?
It's a small conclusion. It's somewhat like it. It is somewhat like a conclusion, but it basically sum up the whole idea of what are you trying to say for the next part of your essay, which is the body paragraph.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. Any more questions? No questions? Okay. Now, let's see.
Oh,
What do I
madam.
have?
Madam,
Okay. Yes.
do we need to mention all the points that we want to write in the body parts?
Yes. In your thesis, let's say you state 3 points, right? So this 3 point, you would mention it in your body paragraph as in 3 body paragraph. What is your essay structure? Okay, essay structure is you have, okay, now let's look here. For your essay structure, you have your introduction. And then you move on to your body paragraph. And then you have your conclusion, correct? This is how an essay structure looks like. So just now I talked about the introduction where you have the hook, the connecting,
Idea.
the connecting information, and you have thesis statement. Okay, now in this thesis statement, you have already stated 3 main points. This main point will refer to your body paragraph. Okay, so this will refer to your body paragraph. So in your body paragraph, what you would have is body paragraph 1 that talks about your first main idea. body paragraph 2, which talks about your main idea number 2. Body paragraph 3 will talk about your main idea number 3. That is what happens in your body paragraph. This I will explain to you next week. I just want you to focus on the introduction first to give you an idea of how do you write a good introduction. Clear now?
Yes, clear, madam.
Okay. Any more questions? No question. And everyone is clear now how to write your intro hook, connecting information, thesis statement. Any question? Yesterday you did your practice, right? I've given you the feedback. Some of you are still not clear. So that's why I explained today. So I hope the people who are not clear, are you clear today? Is Bahari here? I think Bahari was not clear. A few of you others are not clear also.
Clear, miss.
So
Yes. Yes. If you're clear, then I'm going to give you an activity for you to do. If you're clear, if you're not, ask me questions, please.
there should be only 3 points only, miss. Or more than 3 also is okay.
Okay, good question. Now, for your essay structure, right? How many paragraphs should we write?
5.
5. 5 paragraphs. Can we write more than 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can. But a minimum limit to your paragraph is 5. Okay. So how does this 5 divided? This is your first paragraph. Second paragraph. Okay, so let me just highlight this. Paragraph 1. Paragraph 2. 2 to 4 is here. Okay, paragraph 2 to 4. So here is paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4. And then your conclusion would be your paragraph 5. So that's your 5 paragraph. So if you have 6 paragraph, which means you would have 4 main points. You will only extend your body paragraph. Your body paragraph is the main essence to your essay. Okay, introduction is just to attract your reader. Conclusion is just to summarize everything else that you have written. So here is where the main gist is. So if you want to add 6, 7 paragraph, you may, but you will have more points here, which means your thesis statement state how many points you have. But my advice would be just stick to 5, unless you're really efficient, you're really a good writer, you can write really well, then by all means write 7 paragraph, 8 paragraph you want. But remember your time limit during your test also. So my advice is use 5 paragraph structure. That's the minimum. Any questions? Any more else questions?
Madam,
Yes.
is there any do's and don't for introduction? Any specific one?
Any specific do's or don't? Your hook shouldn't be very long. It's just supposed to be around 1 or 2 sentences. If it's a narrative, then it's acceptable to be at least 3 sentences. And then your connecting information, don't go over and over and over and over explaining connecting info. Your hook, you don't need to. Remember, just 3 to 5 sentences will do. Thesis statement, 1 or 2 sentences, done. Okay, so don't over explain. That's one thing. In your essay, don't over explain. In English, basically you go straight to the point. In writing English essay, everything is straight to the point. Okay, any more questions? No? Clear? Can I proceed? Okay, yes? No? Okay, can I proceed now to, you have your groups, right? All of you have your group,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
now your
Yes.
work in your group, I know that all of you at your own home, but remember Google? Do you know Google?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yes.
So can you actually come up with an introduction for the topic? This topic. Yeah. Okay, this is your topic. That's your topic. Okay, what you do is in your Google, discuss how do you write hook connecting information and thesis statement. So which means every one of you should contribute in your team, contribute. Remember the roles that you have. You have assigned roles to each one of your team the previous time, right? So remember, you shouldn't repeat your roles. Change your role. So if let's say one of you have become the moderator, change to someone else. I need to know who actually have actually assigned as the moderator, the timekeeper, and all of those lists. When you post in your Padlet, you post of the writer would post. The person who is the writer posts your role, and also the reporter. Sorry, the reporter would post the roles, who are holding the roles, and the whole introduction for this topic. Clear? Is my instruction clear?
Yes.
Madam,
Yes.
so should we first do it by hook? What are the hook? And then, no, just complete introduction.
Okay, use Google.it, complete it, and then once you're done, that is between your team. Okay, you don't need to share Google in Padlet, just between your team, discuss. The writer of that particular group would actually post it in Padlet team, according to your team, right? Post that introduction paragraph in Padlet. Also the roles, who holds the role, who is the writer, who is the timekeeper, who is the checker, and whatnot. The role, and then your introductory paragraph. Can you do that?
So the Google we don't need to upload to Padlet. Right.
I don't need. That is for you to discuss.
Okay.
But make sure you all discuss together. I don't want anyone, remember, team. This is not a group, this is a team. So everyone has a role to play.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so that's it. I think that's it. If you have no question, I think I'll stop here. I don't want to keep you guys long. If you have no question, I'll stop here. Thank you, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Is this good? Google is good. Sorry, Zoom is good. Is this method
Yes.
better?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Crystal clear.
Yes. Question? Someone actually said something.
Madam,
Yes.
Madam, can you please re-explain about the question that Nukman asked just now, because I was left out for the question just now.
Nukman asked about
Do we need to
what-
state the key points in the thesis statement?
okay. Okay. Instead of me explaining, anyone wants to help? Nukman, I have actually explained to you, right? Can you explain to your friend? I want to hear. Mas Nukman? Okay.
Madam, we actually asked about whether should we write the points in our thesis statement or not.
Okay, so should we?
Yes.
Explain. I want you to explain. I don't want to talk only. You talk also. You guys talk also. So one person explain, re-explain what I've actually explained. Who wants to do it? Anyone? You want me to pick person? Okay, now let me pick. Okay, Numan is here. Okay, Numan, can you actually explain?
Hello.
Yes.
Actually, I also have a question. Madam,
Yes.
actually, I also have a question.
Oh, you have a question too. Okay. Your question I'll answer after this. You answered the question that your friend actually. Who asked this now? Go, is it? I didn't actually.
Khairul.
Okay.
Okay. Explain to your friend. I want to see whether did you guys actually really understood what I've actually explained. Should we actually have the three main point? Why should we have the three main point in your in the thesis?
I have a question that is,
Okay.
do you need, even for argumentative essay, do you need to state the three main points?
Yes, you do. You do. Therefore I agree with this. Why? Why do you agree? State that. The 3 points. Why do you need to actually, okay, let me just ask you a question, okay? If anyone can answer this, please do answer, okay? Why do we need to really state the 3 points in the thesis? Is it important? Anyone?
Yes.
To keep track of our own writing.
Yes, to keep track on your own writing so that you don't go off track. There is a possibility when you're so into your writing, you tend to go off track. When you go off track, what happens is you lose your marks for task fulfillment. MUET task fulfillment, that's a criteria for marking, right? Criteria for marking, which is task fulfillment, you lose your marks there if you go off track. So to help you, you need to actually mention the 3 points. That is for you as a writer. What happened with the reader? Why must you have the 3 points?
So the readers will know
They'll
what is
mind
this
of
article
what
about.
they are going to read.
Yes. Your readers would know what to expect in your essay. Okay? Because remember at the beginning, you already get your readers' attention. They want to know, okay, come on, tell me, what are you going to try? What are you trying to say? That's where in your thesis, you would mention, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to highlight this 3 point. This is what I'm trying to say by highlighting this 3 point. You want to figure out more about what is this 3 point? Read more in my body paragraph. So then you move on to your body paragraph, further explain what do you mean by these 3 points, which I'll explain to you next week. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Any more questions? Any more question? No question? The task, I
Miss,
guess. Yes.
for the task that you gave us, should we present it in Google or some kind of infographic form or in document form?
Okay. In Google, it's already a mind map. You are doing a mind map. You're discussing with your friends. Okay, so if you want to write, you can also, okay, if you don't want Google, then use Google Doc. Whichever collaboration method that you can use. Okay, I give you two options. Either you can do it, discuss in Google, where it is a mind map format, it's in a mind map format, or you use Google Doc, where everyone can contribute in the document.
Madam, how about WhatsApp group?
Pardon? WhatsApp group?
Yeah.
However convenient to you. All I want is when you post in Padlet, there's an introductory paragraph from each team, together with your roles. If you find that my option that I gave you, Google and also Google Doc, is very hassle for you, you find that WhatsApp or Telegram is much easier for you, then by all means do, as long as I get the introductory paragraph and you discuss. The task is done according to what I asked you to do. Discussion, there's discussion, everyone contributes, and you have a good essay so that you learn together as a team. Even if now you still don't understand, some of you are still unclear, then your friends who understood what I've actually explained could actually help explain the hook, the connecting information, and the thesis statement. Okay, that's my point actually, to ask you to do this task. Okay, any more questions? If no question, then we shall stop this session. If you have questions, then I'll wait for your questions.
All clear.
All clear. Okay, everyone is clear. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I'll stop here and I will see you on Wednesday. I'll give you the notes first in Moodle and then I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay? Through Zoom also. I'll give you the link and then you join and we'll do a session like this. Okay, remember, my session is always two-way. I want two-way, which means I need you to talk too. I don't like to only lecture and you listen. I don't even know what's happening on the other side. So please communicate with me, okay? Okay, everyone? Okay, if you have no questions, I will leave you and kindly complete. Okay, when shall I see that? When can you give me your introductory paragraph?
Soon as possible.
As soon as possible is?
Tonight.
Before class.
Before next, wow, introductory paragraph, so long. Friday, can? Today is Thursday, tomorrow. Can?
Okay.
And
Okay. So I need it to be uploaded tomorrow night. Latest night around 10. Will that be okay?
yeah,
So that I
okay.
have time to actually go through, give you feedback, and then reply to everything that you have written. Okay? Okay, so that's it. Thank you. I will see you on Wednesday. Anything you can still post in Telegram. If you have suddenly have confusion or whatnot, post in Telegram, I'll answer. Okay? Thank you.
All right.
Okay, see you.
Give me.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.